Tonight for dinner, we're preparing stuffed chicken breast, and we're going to serve the stuffed chicken breast over some pasta that we're going to season up and make a little sauce for it. And these chicken breasts are going to be absolutely delicious, and they're an easy weeknight meal. So let's get them ready. Welcome. I am Leona Dooley, and this is Ebony, Ivy and Thyme. We are continuing our celebration with family and friends, and I'm so excited to have you on this journey. Thank you to my channel family for your support and well wishes. And for those of you who are new to the channel, please stop and tap that subscribe button. I'm trying to build my channel as we build strong families in our kitchen, one meal at a time. Okay, our chicken breast have been pounded, and I'm going to add a little seasoning. We're going to add just a little bit of a few thyme leaves to our chicken, and I'm going to do this on both sides, so you know that. And we're going to add some black pepper. I'm going to be careful with it. I don't want it too spicy, but I want it to be good and seasoned, well seasoned. I'm going to add just a touch of herbs of Provence, just a touch. And I'm going to also mimic this in the pasta that we're going to put together. Now you'll notice that some red pepper flakes fell. I'm also going to put in what's called Hungarian paprika. And I know this Hungarian paprika carries with it lots of flavor. So we're going to put that on. I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to give this a good press. Give it a little love so that all of these spices will hopefully stick to our chicken. I'm going to use my tongs and flip it over. You know, we use this to press out the chicken, so I may have to just be a little careful when I flip. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing, add the same spices, coming back with the Hungarian paprika. I'm going to add a touch of that herbs of Provence, just a little bit. A little bit of black pepper. And a bit of thyme leaves, just a little bit. I don't do a lot, just a little bit. Okay, now what we're going to do is that we're going to put together a little creamy sauce, cheesy sauce. It's going to go in the middle, and I guess you call it a sauce, but it's really going to be the stuffing that's going to go inside of these chicken breasts. And then I'm going to wrap the chicken breast with bacon. So let's get the ingredients for what we need for the stuffing. My grocery haul, you know that I couldn't find the little logs of goat cheese, but I was able to get the same amount in crumbled goat cheese. So we're going to use the crumbled goat cheese. And I'm going to place this whole container in the bowl. As we have 2 chicken breasts, there's going to be enough for that. We're going to need some spinach. So I have cleaned this spinach, and I'm going to add and cut some of the spinach into our sauce or our stuffing, because it is all about the spinach. So I'm going to take it, need just a little more maybe. Roll that up and cut. I'd rather have a little too much stuffing than not enough. Okay. Now, we've got our stuffing taken, our spinach taken care of. We don't need to add any seasoning because the cheese is pretty salty. And let me get another spatula. We're going to start to do a little mixing. Get all of this together. Okay. I'm bringing the chicken back over, and I'm going to take half of this, and I'm going to have to use my hands for this, so I washed them. And I'm going to take half of this mixture, and I'm going to place it right here on the first piece of chicken. I'm going to take the second half and put it on the second. And you'll see that I've got a little bit left over, so I'll add a little more. We want to make sure it's well stuffed. We don't want to leave any. Okay. Now, I'm going to take while I'm holding all of this together, we're going to start to roll this up, and I'm going to put a skewer in it. Now, so I'm going to get all this nice and rolled up, trying to keep all of the stuffing in. I'm going to let that stay until I get the other one rolled up. I'm going to try to keep all that stuffing in. This is the hardest part of the whole thing, is just getting it rolled up and getting it rolled up as tight as you can. Once you do, just kind of push things back in there. Okay, let me rinse my hands and I'll be right back. Well, now it's time to wrap these chicken breasts with bacon. And we're going to do that. And I'm just going to take a moment. I'm going to put a piece around in each direction. So I'm basically wrapping these kind of like a Christmas present as such. And so you'll see where I've made the cross, and I'm moving the toothpicks so that we can get those in. And the bacon will also help to support the chicken breast as well. So we've got the first one done. And now we'll get some more bacon and go to the second one. I'm going to take about a tablespoon of butter, and it's soft, and I'm just going to rub it all around this cast iron skillet, because this is going to be our cooking vessel. And also the oven is set on 400. So we're going to put these chicken breasts into the oven, and as you can see, it's pretty substantial. And in fact, you could technically, with your family, if you have little ones, you could probably get away with a half a breast for each person. But if you have adults, then you're going to want your full chicken breast. Now these are going to go into the 350 oven for 1 hour, or until they're done. You can see how the bacon is wrapped around them. I made a cross on each one. Like a package, like our Christmas package. We've stuffed them with goodies, and we're going to serve this over pasta. You know what? I was so busy today that when I looked up and saw how much time I had left, I thought, oh goodness, I am going to need to get these chicken breasts into the oven. And so while I had planned to just put them in at 350 and let them cook kind of low and slow, I didn't do that. I put them in at 400 and they cooked for really about 35 to 40 minutes and they were ready. And you know, the bacon came out pretty crispy. The chicken was cooked perfectly. You'll notice that I showed you my thermometer, and this is one of those thermometers that you can actually put a portion of this thermometer into the oven until it reads what you want. Now, as you can see, my oven was so hot that this hovered between 181 and 182. And probably had I been watching it a little bit closer, I would have probably stopped it at about 170. So that's just that's a little hint for you. 170, not 181. But I'm sorry, I got busy and I was trying to multitask. So those kind of things happen in the kitchen. But you know what? Because of the stuffing, the chicken breasts were nice and moist, and they were delicious. So I'm serving them up with a mixture of pasta, and I'm using some pasta sauce that I got in our grocery haul, added a few more tomatoes to it, and a little bit of the same seasoning that I used on the chicken, as well as some spinach. I threw in the rest of the bag of spinach, just cut it up, put it in, and made a beautiful mixture that technically I could have eaten by itself. But I put that on the plate first and then added those chicken breasts on top. And mwah, they were delicious. Thank you so much for being a part of our family, and I am so excited that you are here with me tonight to gather around our dinner table for this quick and easy weeknight meal. These chicken breasts are delicious. You know, this is an opportunity for us to be an example of what the hope, the joy, the peace, and the love are all about. I thank you again for joining us in the kitchen today. I'm looking forward to seeing you later.